What 3 items can describe me as well as fit into a container that is significant to me? Well, I chose a dog, a pom-pom, and a book. A dog, a pom-pom, and a book all describe me, and they give you some insight into my personality, my background, and my aspirations. I used to aspire to be a vet, so I worked at a vet clinic for 2 years because I've always had a passion for helping sick animals, and I've always had a love for animals. My kindergarten teacher would give out candies based on your personality. So my brother had her one year, and he got an Almond Joy because he's always joyful. Well, I got a Kit Kat because I've always loved animals. A pom-pom describes me because when you see a pom-pom, you think of a cheerleader bouncing up and down at a stadium, yelling for the football players to make a touchdown. Well, that's me on a daily basis. I've always been a very loud, bubbly person all over the place once you break through my core. My coworkers at work are always telling me that they don't know where I'm gonna be at because I'm always busying myself with something, running around, doing something, and I'm just a loud person overall. And I did cheerleading from 7th to 9th grade for the school that I went to, and I was considering trying out for NLC cheer, but I decided not to do that because I don't want to stray away from my studies. And then a book describes me because that's like my only hobby other than working. I like to read. I feel like it's comforting. And this book is Me Before You by Jojo Moyes. My English teacher in 8th grade gave me my first book that I actually read because throughout school they'd have us read and we'd have to fill out a quiz on what we read about. And I would honestly just guess. Like, I never read the books until 8th grade. She gave me a poetry book, and it was called Whiskey, Words, and a Shovel by R.H. Sin. And that's always been my favorite poetry book, my go-to book. I've reread it like 3 different times. But she had her own copy and she let me use it, and I put sticky notes in there to save my favorites, and then she gave me my own copy. And this is my first actual book that wasn't a poetry book that I read. And I've just always loved to read. This is the container I chose. It's a purse. It's a big purse, obviously. I chose that because I feel like purses describe me. I always have a purse on me, no matter where I'm going, even if it's just down the road, I'll have a purse on me. I feel like carrying a purse is just me because everyone says they're my mom purses, and I act like a mom and I dress like a mom, even though I'm not a mom, but that's just how I am, I guess. And just the other day, I was going to Sonic with my best friend, and I forgot my purse, so I had to pull back up to the house, and she grabbed my purse from inside and brought it to me and was like, "Is this the right purse?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "Okay, I just didn't know because you change purse like you change clothes." And I'm like, "Oh." But yeah. And then this is Harley, my dog. And that's all about me. Thank you.